of this rubber band as your mind. Every time we face stress, whether it's homework piling up, an upcoming exam, peer pressure, or overthinking, we keep pulling our rubber band like mind. And at some point, when we are no more able to bear the stress, the rubber band snaps and we feel overwhelmed, stretched thin by the relentless pressure of living up to the expectations of the society and even ourselves. But what if I told you that there's a way to emerge from this havoc? I say that because I have, and I have emerged happy. I am very happy. And when I say that, I do not just mean I'm happy because everything in my life is perfect. In fact, it's quite the opposite sometimes. I'm happy because I have learned to find peace and purpose. I'm happy because I'm grateful for even the most minute things that life has bestowed upon me. Have you ever wondered what it truly means to be happy? I'm not talking about the kind of happiness that comes from buying a new phone, winning an award, or scoring the highest marks in a test. I'm talking about the kind of happiness that stays with you. The one that doesn't fade away when challenges arise or when things don't go as planned. Greetings everyone, I am Sinjini Banerjee. I stand here today not as an expert, but as a learner. Somebody who is still exploring, still discovering, and still growing. My journey so far has taught me many valuable lessons. One of which is that the search for happiness does not start outside of us, but within us. So, what is this inner source of peace and purpose that I'm talking about? It is spirituality. But wait, before you assume that spirituality is meditating on a mountain top or following strict religious practices, let me clarify. Spirituality is far more perceived, far more profound, and far more universal than that. It is something that we can feel anytime, anywhere, and even now. So let's understand the basic concept of spirituality through a very simple activity. For that, I would like to request all of you to close your eyes for the next 10 seconds. Breathe in, breathe out. I request all of you to close your eyes. Try to feel everything that is going on in your mind. Now, gently open your eyes. What is it that you saw? Let me guess. Many of you have experienced the traffic of thoughts that's rushing through your mind. Thoughts like, I have to do my homework. Where did I leave my keys this morning? Or some of you are thinking, what do I have for lunch today? Isn't it? How many of you did have similar thoughts? Raise your hands. Alright, thank you. Or perhaps a very few of us have felt a rare moment of calm, a moment of stillness in the chaos. This is exactly what spirituality is. It is the ability to find that calm in the chaos. It is the ability to connect with yourself when the world around you feels overwhelming. Growing up, I have always been a busy workaholic kid who is trying to do it all. Whether it's singing, debating, painting, playing instruments, competing in chess tournaments, and at the same time trying to be equally good in academics. My friends call me the jack of all trades, but I like to put it this way. I am a believer of the fact that if life gives you the opportunity to explore multiple facets, you must not stick to doing one single thing. Therefore, my interests are diverse. Earlier, I thought that if I work hard enough, I can achieve everything I want. And as I was in the process of doing so, I checked off all the boxes in my imaginary to-do list of achieving perfection. Except for one. I was exhausted. Exhausted enough to want to skip a chess tournament just to take a nap or watch Netflix for that matter. Even though I was winning competitions and tournaments, something didn't feel quite right. It was like running in a race where I kept crossing the finish line, but I wasn't satisfied with it. I clearly remember it was the year 2023. One fine day in the middle of a chess game where I was deeply contemplating my next move, I had a sudden realization. You know what, Sinjini? No matter how many trophies you win, it isn't enough. You need something more. You need something profound. And that is when I stumbled upon spirituality. And no, I didn't become a monk overnight or start chanting in the middle of a cave. Neither did I proceed for the Himalayas. What I did was simple. I started living in the moment. I started appreciating the little things in life, like the sound of birds, a heartfelt conversation with my parents or teachers, or even the tranquility that a quiet sunset holds. According to neuroscientist Lisa Miller, spirituality is the innate capacity of our brain to look into the deeper nature of life. It is nothing but transcendental awareness. Biologically, our brain is hardwired to be involved in spiritual thinking. So, did you understand what do we mean by that? It means that we all are spiritual beings by default. But we are so caught up in this maze that we forget our true nature. Spirituality is like a tool, a science-packed way to find clarity in this chaotic world. When I started focusing on my inner growth, I started asking few questions to myself, whether I'm studying, debating, or simply engaging in a conversation. What does it mean to serve the greater good in this moment? How can I be in tune with my higher purpose while doing this? For an instance, my purpose to be here today is to make a change. A change that the youth need but is oblivious to. The change does not have to be a big one. Even if one person out of everyone listening understands the beauty and significance of spirituality, my purpose would be fulfilled. So when I do that, when I align my actions, thoughts, and intentions, the results, the outcomes, they seem to flow more effortlessly. Initially, I felt it was magical, but eventually, I found out that I'm not just relying on my own strength. I'm relying on an innate force, a supreme power which is beyond science and technology. Whatever I do, wherever I am, it is this supreme power which keeps me going no matter how difficult the situation becomes. This power, whether you call it the universe, God, or just that deep intuitive feeling inside you, it is not just a force that you read about in books. It has been with you through every victory, every failure, and every tiny moment in between. Spirituality isn't some far-off mystical thing. It is right here, in the small moments. Those moments when we breathe, pause, and realize that true happiness is in connecting to this supreme power. In today's world, that everyone is chasing temporary highs like likes, followers, subscribers, promotions, grades. Spirituality teaches us to seek something lasting. In a world which is full of rat race, spirituality reminds us that life isn't just about surviving. It is about truly living. As I stand here today, I don't claim to have all the answers. But what I do know is that spirituality has made my life richer, calmer, and more meaningful. It has taught me to look beyond trophies, grades, and applause as a means of seeking external validation. It has shown me that you do things in life not to show others, but for your own contentment. If I win an award today, the first thing that I do is not to click a picture of the trophy and put it on Instagram, but rather, first and foremost, I take a moment to thank the things, the circumstances, and the people who have made that way possible. Our life is all about the intentions, actions, and thoughts. So I invite you all to take a step towards exploring your inner world. Pause for a moment in your busy day. Breathe, reflect, ask yourself, what truly makes you feel alive? Start finding joy and being grateful for the little things in life. A home cooked meal, a joke that your friend cracked during the class, which was barely funny but you still laughed at it. Enjoy these little moments where there is time. Because life is stranger than fiction. You never know what's about to unfold. Let's stop chasing perfection and start embracing the greater beauty that lies in our imperfections. There's a huge difference between being happy at will and running after euphoric moments as an escape. At some point, we have to come out of the cloud and live a meaningful life. The spiritual life does not remove us from the world, but it leads us deeper into it. Thank you very much, everyone. Back my time.